that some people might be busy, they might not really have the time today, but the major thing is not about the numbers, it's about the impact. So the last session was even not up to this, and we had a good impact, but I will just wait for some few minutes to see if anyone is going to be joining again. So let me see who is on the call. Okay, Mukhtar, Benjamin, Felix. Okay, Israel, Mercy, Olaoluwa. Okay, okay, Mercy. Okay, thank you for joining. I really appreciate your time, and I hope we have a good time for the next 4 weeks. Just by next 2 minutes, if we didn't get any more calls, we are going to begin because it's going to be a power pack session. It's a more like 1 hour, and we just have a lot to cover in 1 hour. So any time wasted is not really profitable for anyone, and I won't want to take any of our time outside the agreed scope of time. Okay, let me just wait a few minutes. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh, I think it's almost 11 and 10 right now. We just have 13 persons on the call, which is not bad. Mhm. Okay, yeah, I would just like to start now. So, what we are gonna do, I'm very sure I don't know everyone on this call. I know few people, but there are many people I don't know on the call. So, we are going to be having like a quick introductory sections, and the introductory section is going to be easy. It's just going to be your name, your place of work, and your years of experience. So while I'm doing this, I just want to understand the how will I put it, the different variants or variety of different scope of experience level from each and every one of us. Okay, so I will just start by I'll be the last person to present to introduce myself. I'm very sure most of you know me, either from LinkedIn, through WhatsApp, or through any other channel or Twitter. So I would just like to call names one by one. So Stephen, if you could help me with that, just following the list on the call right now, just call people's names so that they could give us a little introductions about themselves. Thank you.
Oh, okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. Once again, I'm Steven. Part of the mentee for the last cohort, so we can get to know you. So we have Abu Bakar. Hello, Abu Bakar. Can you hear us? Okay. Maybe we have Benjamin Michael then.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Benjamin Michael, currently based in Jos, Plateau State. Work experience at least 5 to 6 years currently. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Benjamin. So we have Israel Oladejo.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Israel Aladeja, and I at university, and I have around, let's say, 4 years now, based on academic experience. But for leaders, I have like 3 years of experience. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So we have Felix Kemboy. Permit me.
Uh, Good morning, everyone. My name is Felix Simboy. I'm from Kenya. I have experience of like roughly 9 years now. I work in South Sudan and Somalia. Thank you.
Oh, Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Oh, so we have Messi Oluwatobiloba.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Messi Oluwatobiloba, and I currently work as a glass and glazing estimator, and I have 2 years of experience combined.
All right, thank you. So we have Oladoyin Akitola.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Akintola Oladoyin Abidemi, and yeah, I have 1 year of experience. I currently work at Miglo Construction and Technique. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. So we have Olaoluwa Adekunle.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Laolu. I have currently have about 3 years of experience working as a quantity surveyor. Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. So we have Osoyin Temitope.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Temitope. I work with SABC Limited. I currently have 2 years experience. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So we have Osu Ewa.
No, we can't
We
hear
can't.
you. Well, I think you have a very, yeah, no,
Yeah,
yes, network is kind of not okay.
we can't hear you. Probably you just
Yeah, you can just type in
um
the chats. Oh, okay. Probably we can't hear him. Is there any next person?
yes, we have Victor Oyetade.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Victor Oyetade, and I currently have a year experience.
Where are you working?
I am a copper. I'm working at Vicanto Project Service Limited as a quantity.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
All right, thank you. And finally, on the call now, we have Yagboyaju Latif.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Yagboya Julasi. Uh, I'm a corporate member of the Nigerian Institute of Quantity Surveyor. I currently work with First Investment Development Limited, a project management outfit here in Lagos, and I have 5 years plus experience in the profession. Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. Over to you, sir.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So, Stephen, if you check your chat, I sent you a message. Okay. So, thank you everyone for joining this call. I could see we have about 13 of us. Yeah, including Stephen. Okay, we have someone joining in right now. So, agreeably, we should have the mentorship class is not for a large number of people because I've come to understand from your past experience about when you have people, large number of people coming and they tend to be distracted along the line. So that's why the last mentorship class we had about first set was more than 20. I think about more than 20. It was reducing over the months, over the years, and one thing because why we give tax after every session, and if you don't meet up with the tax, we cut you off because we are not just doing this for ticking boxes. We are doing this to for personal transformation. So because we believe that the only person that can change you is you, and if you are not committed for just 3 to 4 weeks commitment about your own personal career, tell me much more of how your other areas of life is gonna be. I understand everybody has different phase of life, and probably you might be going through some times right now. It's okay. You just need to understand that. So I would just like to give you a little bit introductions about me. Stephen, can you allow me to share, please? Because I think you are the host here. So just give me access to share, please. Okay, so
Yes, just now.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just start by little introductions about me. I know some of you have known me for some time around. Some people we went to same unit together. So first of all, I'm Olaimi Usman. My background is majorly quantity surveying. So I did my QS degree in Federal University of Technology, Akure. And after doing that, I did my graduate, I think about 2018 or so. Yeah, 2018. Yeah, let me just share my screen right now. Current 3 2 2 2. Yep. Okay, can we all see my screen now? Um,
Yes, sir.
oh, okay, great. Oh, Damilola, welcome. I'm very sure probably you missed the email, but can you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Okay, my name is Okola Odamilola, and I'm a student of the University of Lagos. I'm a quantity surveying student. So,
Okay, wow, that's great. So it's very nice that we have different level of experience. We have entry level, we have mid level, and I have senior level. I could see, I think Felix is in about 9 years experience in the industry, and we have someone which is student, and we have some people which is 2 years. So is we are going to be collaborating together, talking to each other after each sessions and learning from each other. That's the goal. The goal is for us to know each other, collaborate, learn, and network. Because if we're just doing this just for like a normal webinar, we'll just go back to the base and without even gaining anything. And I always tell people I might say 1,000 things during the 4 classes or the 4 sessions we're going to be having. You might just pick one thing, and that one thing can transform your life. I always tell people about my own experiences. My first transformation was when I was in full time two or 300 level. I attended like a seminar with Etisalat then. Some word came in, and that alone transformed me. From there, I started building up, moving to my 400 level. So there's a lot of things that you are going to be hearing today, but one or two things you might pick that might transform you. And one thing about you, one thing about it is that when you are transformed, there's only for you to hold to yourself. You need to share to your world because we are lights. We should shine as lights. Okay, so back to my story. So when I'm each time I'm telling people about my story, I just bring this infographics because this is more of like all my life for the past my career life actually for the past few years I've been in the industry. So like I said earlier on, I did my bachelor's degree in full time in QS. After moving on, after doing that, I started working with one of the company, one of the big consultants in Lagos, and working there for about a few years before relocating to UK. And when I relocated to UK, I came to do my masters. So I have a master's degree in BIM and sustainability. So after doing that, and in those all I put it in those journeys and those experiences, I was not just doing my QS job alone. I was doing other things while I was also I started a company called Prospect Beam Firm. So what we do there is more of teach people on how to use Beam tools and educate companies on how to go about digital transformation when it comes to cost management. So and I also know how to use various tools here. You can see on the I can use Revit, I can use Navisworks, I can use Power BI for analysis. I use everybody knows how to use Excel. And some people know how to use Bluebeam. So there are a lot of tools out there, but you can't know everything. You just need to pick your niche, you need to pick your strengths and go with it. So, like I said earlier on, so moving on, I did my master's degree, and my first when I came to UK, I got a job for sustainability advisor. So, if you remember, I mentioned that my master's was sustainability and BIM. So that launched me into the space of sustainability. There, I was able to understand okay, what is sustainability? But one thing about sustainability is very, very wild. So what I did was just to bring the aspect of sustainability that is relating to quantity surveying because there is a term that people usually say in climate in sustainability world. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. When you're talking about climate change, sustainability, the effect is we are already seeing the effects of climate change right now. The sea levels, the droughts, the change in temperatures and the likes. As at this year, like this, the UK experienced the highest level of temperature over the years. So, which is effect of climate change, and we can see the effects also in Africa. These are things that we should always try to look at because it is a big topic as a whole, but there are ways we can break it down because according to United Nations, about construction is contributing about close to 40%, maybe 30 to 40% of the carbon emission into the industry. And as construction professionals, we have a role to play in bringing down all these emissions. And QS is number one person because why? It is more of figures. Because when you're talking about carbon, it is being measured in kilograms CO2 per emission, in emission CO2e. So we need to understand how to calculate all this, and just like how we calculate cost. So that was what launched me into the idea of, okay, let me try to bring sustainability into quantity surveying. So I started working on the sustainability project QS, helping clients to understand their carbon and the likes. After that, I moved on to my current company where I work as a cost and carbon. So right now, what I do for clients is helping them to understand the financial impact.
Good
Is
morning. Let's greet.
sorry about that. So what I do now is we help clients to understand the financial and the environmental impact of projects across the project life cycles. And I've been doing this for the past 1 year. It's been interesting because it's a new niche, and there's little people around this thing. So what I always tell people is that I always tell myself, any new innovations, any new trend, you just need to find a way to buy yourself into it. Why? Because the early starters are always the best people that benefit in anything. If you start something early, you benefit. You do anything early, you get it right early, you benefit most. Unlike when the crowd is now there. So when Beam got starting in Nigeria, that was 5 years ago. I started the company. You need to preach it out to people, let people know about this, and you get good rewards from it. When sustainability is coming on, we talk about it, you preach about it, to get good reward. Now, the new innovation right now, everybody's talking is AI. You as a content surveyor, what are you trying to do? And I think 3 months ago, 2 months ago, I was at a conference for AIQS. It was mind blowing because there is a lot for us to do as content surveyor. And AI, everybody's scared. AI is going to take my job. AI is not going to take my job. The only thing that can take your job is you, because if you are not adapted to the next trend, your job is going to be lost. I always give people the analogy of the typewriting business in the 80s. People that asked, and when typewriter was the biggest thing in the market, then when computer came, people be like, it's not possible that computer cannot replace typewriting. But look at it, over the years, it went extinct. Nobody uses typewriter again like that as much as before. So AI cannot take your job. You just need to know how to use it and leverage AI. AI is not a decision maker. You are the one that's going to make the decision. It's just an enabler. So what I always tell people after this call, if it's one thing that you are going to learn more, go and let's try as much as possible. I'm still learning, I'm still exploring myself. Let's learn how much as possible to use technology like AI to improve our workflow in as a content surveyor. So that's enough of me. I do a lot of things. I'm an ambassador for Zero and Zero Next. So that is more of like I volunteer sometimes. Volunteering is a good skills in anywhere, so try as much as possible to volunteer. I've gotten a lot of experience. My first job was through volunteering. So we need to do volunteer. I do volunteering a lot and like, so that's basically about me for the past few years that I've been in the construction industry, and you can see the tools that I can use. But now, earlier this year, I asked myself a question that the way you can actually learn more is through impact, and through impact by giving back to people. I've gotten enough on this industry than for me to hold on my knowledge or my experience than for me not to give it out. So we did the first cohort, I think in February, March, which Stephen was part of it, and it was an interesting session. We had a lot of good feedback, and the year was very busy for me because I have a lot of things I was doing in the year, and I made the decision. Okay, let me just try to do this again to help people more. I don't know, it might help one or two people out of 100 tens of people that have registered. So I said, let me put it out again, and I'm like, okay, let's do it again. And that's why we are doing this. We are not just doing this because we don't have work. This is pro bono. That is free service. I'm not charging anybody for everything. For me to set this up, we need to get some licenses, we need to buy some times, I need to take out my own busy schedules to do this. So It's a free services, and I want you to try to understand that. Okay, we need to make use of it. So that is it about Olayemi Usman. I'm a small person trying to build myself. I don't know anything. I'm just trying to learn. I'm just trying to give back. So I always tell people that, okay, if you're talking about you want to be under my mentorship, which for this session is free. I've not started charging for a mentorship. Maybe when I start charging for mentorship, I'll be like charging £1,000 per session. But for now, it's just still free because why? I want to give back more for free for this time. So when you're talking about mentorship, what is the purpose of being a mentee? Because some people just like it. Okay, Olayemi is my mentor. That's just it. What are you even gaining? What are you giving? Because life is all about give and take. I could remember when before Stephen joined my first cohort, I could remember I had a lot of conversations online and around this, and I could see, okay, this guy is enthusiastic. I can see his work online. Honestly, most of the people that joined this call, we didn't go through a deep screening before joining because it's an end of the year. I just want to bring everybody up. The first cohort, we went through screening to understand that why do you want to be part of it. I did it for some people. So we just understand that you are not just doing mentorship you are not just being a mentorship class for being there. You need to understand why you actually need a mentor. Some people need a mentor for clarity's sake. Yeah. Sorry, Mukhtar, will you mute up? I appreciate that, please. There will be a time for question and answer which we can actually ask. So we always need to ask ourselves, why do I need a mentor? Some people need a mentor for clarity's sake. Some people need a mentor for making some key decision at a point in life. Some people need a mentor because, okay, I want to increase my personal branding. Some people need a mentor because I want to improve my communication skills. I myself right now have mentor. My mentor is Bola at Bola is a UK person. Probably you might have seen it's Dr. Bola Abisogun. Before I become a mentee under this man, I think in 2020, we went through rigorous process for me just to apply and get in. And since then, we don't have session every time like this, but once a year or once in 2 years that we have, or once in twice in 2 years that we session is going to be mind blowing. I was at the crossroad in my career, I think 2 months ago. I put a call to him. I just need your help to do this. And he gave me some detailed advice on how to approach it. But he didn't just do that because he doesn't have a time. He's a very busy man. But he saw what I used to do online. What one about me is that whatever I do, whatever I work, my life, not my life majorly, my career life majorly, I put it online because why? Because I want more people to know what I'm doing. So when I need it, or people know, okay, this person is genuine. But I can't just come from out of blue moon and ask for help from people without even seeing what I've been doing. I'm very sure most of us are aware right now. Our digital footprint is it's our image right now, so like our CV right now. If you want to get a job in the UK, the first thing a recruiter will check is go to your LinkedIn. That's so for someone to work be effective in the UK market, you need to be active on LinkedIn. There's no doubt about that. I'm very sure Nigeria or other countries still going to be emulating that right now. CV is there, but they will see your digital footprint to understand what is this person doing. And I've been a victim of that. I'll like put it twice. My first and second job, I saw that the company checked my profile, and it's not a pride. Anybody that can go to my LinkedIn and check my profile automatically, I've already gotten the job because why I believe I have a good digital footprint. So, so what I'm saying that why do you need a mentor? You need to understand the reason why, and you need to understand what are the expectations, because I believe the goal of my this particular program, the expectation is simple, just for you to give you clarity in your career and for you to give you boldness and confidence in your next role. I'm very sure some of us might be looking at new role. Okay, what are we looking for? What are the next thing that we're actually looking for? We need to understand. Okay, this is why I need a career mentor a career mentorship from Olayemi Usman. So you need to ask yourself those questions, and those questions will help you they call it the W question. So we have a what, why, who, when, and like. You just need to look at which one fits you and you can actually do with it. So that's the first thing assignment you need to go and do first right now after this session. Understand why? But if you already have those questions already, that's fine. But I don't know if there's anybody that is bold enough to tell me why they are in this mentorship class. Is there anybody that can volunteer that is bold enough to say it? Why you are in this mentorship class? Wow.
Okay, good morning.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good
Okay.
morning.
Okay, I can see Benjamin and Michael. So
Okay.
Benjamin, can you go first?
Okay.
Why Gabriela go second?
Okay, yes, thank you so much, sir. I guess since the first year I met you on X, I saw some of your posts about carbon emission in construction. And actually, carbon emission is something that many people tend to shy away from when it comes to construction. But when I checked online, you had most research done on particular, you had more research done on that particular field. And currently, I'm trying to focus my MSc research on carbon emission, and I want to use this opportunity to learn a lot from you under it in order to continue with that part. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's brilliant because you see, climate change, carbon emission is a new niche, and that's in the next, at least in the next 5 years, 10 years, that's where industry is going to. Everybody's clamoring, so you have choose a new niche, which is very very perfect for you. Correct? Are you in Nigeria or UK?
I'm currently in Nigeria, sir.
Okay, where's your MSc Unilag?
No, my MSc is in University of Jos.
Oh, just okay, great. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's fine. Well, thank you so much for that. Damilola,
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you clearly.
Okay. So I have so many reasons for joining this mentorship class, but I will state few of them. So first of all, meeting you through the IQSF webinar that we had, I already knew, and through your LinkedIn profile too, I already knew that you have so much, like you've achieved a lot, most especially outside Nigeria. So, and I'm curious, and like, getting opportunity outside Nigeria, practicing as a quantity surveyor outside Nigeria is not something that is easy. Most time when we school in Nigeria, for you to go out there and now practice your profession, most people that travel out, they don't practice their profession out there. So I'm curious, and I really want to know how, like, to be guided on how to do it. And secondly, I know there are so many new things in the industry now. For example, this carbon. There was a day I was checking your profile and I saw this carbon. This I was like, I don't understand. What does this really mean? So I'm curious, and I also want to thrive as a QS beyond Nigeria. So that's
That's
one of
fine.
the reasons why I joined, sir.
Curiosity is a skill. Like answer about me, I ask a lot of questions. Like it might be I, when I was in Nigeria, when you ask questions, people feel like you're asking the stupid questions. But when you come to the Western world, there's no question that is wrong. Do you understand? So curiosity is a very, very good skill that people and young professionals like me and you should build. Okay, lastly, Ola doing
Yes, good morning, sir.
good
Okay,
morning.
so I actually joined this mentorship program because I feel like I am, you're like a predecessor to me, or how do I put it? So, like, I've been following your profile. I also work on my undergraduate project on the role of construction industry in attaining the net zero carbon vision 2050.
Oh,
So currently, I'm on the lookout for MSc slash PhD opportunities in the same field. So, what I actually want to do really is to be involved in the construction industry in attaining the mid-century targets. So, I believe that you do something very similar to that. So, that's why I'm on this call. Thank you.
okay, great. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Is anyone there?
Yes, Felix.
Okay, yeah, Felix.
Yeah. For me, I've been in the industry for a while now, and things are seem to change. The way we take off is changing. People are now moving to like beam quantifications. And for
Yeah.
us who have been there for a long time, these are new things that we need to learn. and also I was
Okay.
interested in like in being in the what do you call life course assessment, and also generally sustainability
Oh,
as a new niche in the market.
oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. That's fine. I could see that most people, as I put it, we joined the call majorly because of two things. Because we want to learn the new niche about the construction industries, or probably because you saw Olaimi Usman, which is brand okay, you want to be like you want to be something like that, which is okay. It's good to be ambitious, it's good to be great. But one thing I always want us to know that we have how do I put it, we have powers to decide who we want to become in anything in life. Olaimi Usman like right now is too I still get confused about my career sometimes. Do you understand? Like, we always see some people will be like, this person has it, perfectly. I see your like I mentioned to you 2 months ago, I think 3 months ago actually, when I had a meeting with my mentor, I was like, okay, I don't know what to do in this particular aspect because I was trying to pursue a new certification like that. So like, should I do it? Should I not do it like that? So once about we need to understand our why, which is okay, which is brilliant, which is nice, and I really appreciate that part of us. So what I'm going to do as much as possible is just for us to go through some of these things. I might not touch them in details, and we might always read along because the best way to actually learn is through readings and watching videos. All these things right now, majorly nobody sat me down except my MSc. And in my MSc, most of the MS, nobody will sit you down one to one and be teaching. Majorly is based on research. And I think the best way for me, I've been doing all these things through research. In my undergraduate, I did research on BIM, and that launched me into BIM. In my master's, I did research on sustainability, that launched me into sustainability. So in majorly research. So I really appreciate that. I think Benjamin that is doing research on that, which is very, very perfect. You are going to learn more on it. So, but the goal of this mentorship is just for us to understand what we have currently, what we want in the future. I could see from some of our words right now that I can see some of the things we wanted in the future. So the goal of this mentorship is for us to put those things in pen and paper. Sorry, I always tell people, whatever you want to achieve in life, the first success is to pen it down. Why, if Olayemi is worried about life, families, and life, I put my pen down, I write it as I'm worrying, I put it down. Why? Because I know that in the next 5, 10 years, I'm going to come back to that and be appreciative of why did I pen it down. So what we are going to be doing in this first session is we are going to be undergoing a goal setting strategies for us. So we are going to be following the smart goal strategies, which is the SMART, which this goal setting is what I've been using personally. I'm going to be sharing you my personal goal for this year. The year is almost running out. I've achieved virtually more of it by the grace of God. And I'm going to be also giving us at the end of the class, I'm going to be sharing an Excel file for us to put these goal settings down. Why we are doing this is not we are not saying that that must be your goal, but at least you should have a career goal for the next 1 year, for the next 2 years. All I mean career goal right now, by God grace, is for me to achieve a chartership status, which I'm not there yet. So probably in the next 1 or 2, 3 years, you might see I've penned it down. I've started the process. I've penned it down, and I've put these changes how I want it to go. It might not really go like that, but you know the end goal. So that's one thing I want us to do. So first of all, right now, I'm going to be showing us what the career strategies Excel plan is like and what we did in the last cohort. So I want a similar thing to for us in this cohort because the last cohort we had a lot of other places. We had good feedbacks, and I believe that that is a good strategy, but an improvement is needed for this one. So let me just go to my So for example, oh, can we? No, I think you're not seeing my screen. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, can we see my new screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Okay,
we can
great.
see it, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing at the end of this course, so I am this program. I'm working with Steven Ansu. So it was like the class rep for the last cohort. So and he's been helping a lot. We've done a lot of things outside the program together. We've done a lot of program and like some few conferences, materials, and he's very good. I could see he's a very very smart person going places. It's just all about commitment and dedications to the cause. So we have a smart framework we are going to be using for the mentorship class. And the first assignment is everybody's going to be having different sheets. It's going to be a collaborative sheet, but I will advise us not to copy and paste another person's plans and likes because it's going to be open to all. So we are going to be having different names. So everybody on this call right now, we have about 16 persons on this call. We are going to be having 16 sheets here. So we are going to be having a smart framework. So the S is specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is realistic, and T is timely. I'm going to be showing you my own plan so you can easily relate to what I'm actually looking for. This is not a big, how do I put it? It's not big. It's not. It's a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but it's not hard. You just need to break it down. You just need to break your life down. That's just it. You just need to, there's a big goal. Let's break it down. How do we achieve it? What do we need? When is it possible? Who do we need help for? Who do we need help with? Some people goals like can be achievable if they have finance. Some people go can be achievable if they are in the right environment. Some people can be achievable if they have laptop. Some people can be achievable if they have. Do you understand? So there are different consideration for us to do. So any goal we are actually putting down on this sheet is going to be very specific. Let's say, for example, you want to, for example, and Benjamin that is doing his master's degree right now. Let's say the goal for that MSc is okay. Let me get my MSc with and also doing, let's say for example my MSc research should be on carbon. That's the specific goals. You need to measure it. Okay, if I want to measure the success of this thing, let's say for example after the MSc, I want to now measure if I succeeded. Did I do the master's degree, and did I do the what I put it, the research on carbon? Yes or no? That is measurable. So you answer, okay, is this achievable? Do I have the resources? Do I have the data? Is the Nigerian industry ready for? Is it carbon ready? Is it environmentally friendly for me to be ready to get my data? Is it achievable? Yes. If it's realistic, some goals are realistic and non-realistic. So, for example, let's say Benjamin wants to achieve. He's not gotten master's degree and he's already thinking about okay, um, let me become a professor before even having a master's degree. Do you understand? Some things are not realistic, but it's not impossible actually. I'm just trying to let you know whatever goals you are bringing, it should be actually realistic. And the last one is now timely. There's no point for a young QS that's just graduating out of school thinking about okay, let me achieve my my NIQS in 2 years. It's not possible. Do you understand? That is not a timely goal. So at least a minimum is 3 years. So you feel logbook for 2 years, do exam and like 3 years. So we need to be set any goal that is timely. So what I want for this session is I don't want a 5 years career plan. No, I just want 1 to 2 years maximum. So first of all, let me show you Olaimi's. Okay, this is my this no. Let me just show you. I have the I usually use this is called Miro board. It's just like a planning tools that helps me to plan my life, my work, and the likes. So let's say this for my work right now. Yep. So yeah, this is all I mean. This should be confidential. So, but I'm just sorry. This should be confidential, but I'm just trying to show you so that you can easily see what's being specific, measurable, and achievable is. So, for example, right now, I have I have four career goals for this year. One of them is objective one. And objective one, support the development of whole life carbon. That is specific. It's being very specific. How can I measure this? produce proposals, reports, projects, at least one per each quarter. So if I do two per each quarter, I've done more than measurable. I've done more than my metrics. So is this achievable? It is being achievable, yes, because why? I'm working in the right thing. And sometimes the realistic, some people interchange it with relevant. So the one that works for you, either relevant or realistics. So I choose relevant for this aspect. Okay, it's relevant because it talks about it helps with team growth and timely. So my plan is to do it from January to December 2025. So same thing, I have objective two. My objective two is very specific, improve my public speaking skills. That's my objective. That's my specific. Now, how can I measure that? Speak at a minimum of four conferences or webinar and get feedback. Now, I'm achieving one of my objective two, like now, as I'm talking to you right now. I'm doing one of the conferences or webinar or anything, and I'm going to get feedback, which I'm going to showcase back. Do you understand? And I've done even more than four conferences and four conference webinar like this year. I still have like a couple of one or two before the year runs out. So I can go back to my line manager or whoever that is looking at it. Okay, this objective two is being measured and it's being correct. So this is achievable because okay, I have the right team and it's been relevant. The only way it's relevant is because I want to build my communication skills. You could see now, nobody will see this outside. This is not public something. Everybody would think that Olayemi has good communication skills. You could see that I'm still learning how to build communication skills. I'm not perfect yet. I still stutter in some places. Like I still stutter. Nobody is perfect, but I'm building. Now next year again, I'll still pull this back until I feel comfortable with my communication skills. So now timely is January to December. Now the next objective is volunteering for um some organizations. So I have two organizations, which is called REN or G4C. One of them didn't work out. Second one is working out. So the only way for me to measure that is participate in four events, take a role on. If I can meet these two metrics, I'm done with it. This is achievable because I have all the right resources to get that. And the only way this is going to be relevant because I want to build my profile. I'm building my social profile, so I need to volunteer to showcase okay what I'm doing, and this is timely. I'm planning December, January to December. So that's how simple and specific. Okay, this is the last one. This is my RICS status. So how can I measure it? Doing a preliminary acceptance, passing my interview. This is achievable and this is relevant to my professional development. So you could see this timely now because I have to, according to my own plans, I have to way of managing the time. January to April, April to December. So you could see how simple your goal can be. So that is why I'll be giving us this smart framework. Is one of the best framework when you talk about your career growth. We are going to be writing it just to showcase the last cohorts, what they did. You could see, yeah, if you do it, you're not just doing it, but I'm going to review them. You could see everybody has different one. I'm going to be reviewing them to understand if this is possible or not. So it is in your best interest to actually participate in this for you to have good results because if you are interested, we can always share the report out. And the good thing about this webinar at the end of it is we are going to be reviewing CV for you for free as well. Though it might not come at once, but it might come in a gradual process. So I'm going to be reviewing CV for people for free, and that's one of the good things about this webinar. And the beautiful thing about this session, this second cohort is the last cohort I did it with one of QS in Canada. So right now I'm going to be doing it with two different persons, one in Australia, one also in Canada, in UK here. So the next session, one of the sessions is going to be talking about networking, personal branding, not from me. I'm going to be sharing my own idea, but the person too is going to be talking about personal branding networking. Another person also is going to be talking about okay, how to build a career. I want to talk about BIM. Why may I focus on sustainability? So that's the good things about this second cohort. You have a lot of speakers to tell you about next things of about your career. So that's much about when I talk about building a career frameworks and starting all over fresh. So At the end of this session, like I said earlier, I'm going to be sharing us this no, no, this smart framework. Yeah, this smart framework. So let's go back to our original Let me dashboard. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, sorry, not Miami dashboard. It's 2025. Yeah. So these are our plan for today. Understand your current assessment and understand your future assessment. So that's what their career plan is going to be doing for us. So this first session, this first class is just like an introductory session. This we plan to do this for the next 3 weeks. So we just hope that the second, and the third class is going to be we are going to be bringing guest speakers. While the last class, we are going to be reviewing whatever we've done and looking at the next phase of our career strategies. But at every end of the class, we are going to be going home with an assessment or an assignment to do, which we need to submit before the next session. So this one right now, this smart goals analysis needs to be submitted on or before Friday evening, on or before Friday morning for next session. So I can review it, because if I did not review it, there will not be no point of just leaving it. So it's better you submit it earlier on so that I can start reviewing it during the week. I have my own busy schedules, I have my own life, I have my own family, but the better you submit, the earlier for me as well. So that's more of about what the first class is going to be. So what we've achieved in the first class is just for us to understand why we need to set a career goals, and what we need to set a career goals, and the question we need to ask if we actually need a mentorship at this point of our career. So I don't know if you have any questions or any observations you want to ask, so we can know. So because this is more of like a 1 hour class, it's going to be a 1 hour session. So we're going to be sticking with time, because I'm very sure some of us have other things and I have other things as well to do. So we won't be taking much of anybody's time. So if you have any questions or anything you want to say, you can just unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Is there any more question? Do we all
Okay.
understand? Okay.
Actually, I don't have a question. The class is very understandable. I just want to use this 1 minute to say thank you so much for this privilege. It's a great opportunity, and we do not take it for granted. Thank you so much, and God bless you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you too. Thank you too. Is there any other question? Do everybody understand what the skill assessment goal is going to be like? The analysis. Do you have any questions around that? Okay. If there is no question, so the two things I would like us to do is I'm very sure one of you, if you've learned some things around the first session for today, you just share with us or what you've learned or what you've added to your own knowledge. Is there anything anybody that can volunteer about? Okay, what you've learned in this first class around skill assessments?
Okay. For me, what I learned in today's class is writing down your goal. And with this smart goal analysis that you just put us through, writing down the goal, make it like it will help. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so it's going to help in achieving when you analyze and write it out just using this format you just gave us.
Okay, yeah, that's good, because writing your goal down is one of the first place for you to be successful in life, which is good. Is there any other questions around the smart goals analysis? Do we all understand what we need to do in the next 1 week?
Sir, I think from my side everything is very clear.
Okay,
It's clear from my hand.
okay, okay, that's fine. If everything is clear right now, I just want to say thank you. And also, one thing I always tell people is I can't know A for Apple, and I won't tell it out to the world in terms of my career, not my life, but my career. So one thing I always want us to do, if you want to build your personal branding, your social branding, whatever you've learned here, you could take We are going to be sending the recording out to you as well. You can take a screenshot. You can talk about one or two things you've learned on LinkedIn. You're going to tag me. I'm going to repost it. So why that is important is because it helps you in your personal branding to showcase your future employer that you are learning new things, you are developing, you are not just working. Because one thing I've learned about working with the Western people is that nobody expects you to just be doing your job alone. They expect you to have other things you're doing in life, like volunteering, you're learning, reading, going out. People like that, and you share it out. So, what I always want us to do, whatever you've learned in this first session, this first class, you can just put it out on LinkedIn majorly. I'm only majorly active on LinkedIn, but a few times on Twitter or X. Put it out there, share, showcase whatever you've learned, and let's prepare for the next session. So at the end of this, after this class, we're going to be sharing us the link for this career skills assessment. I want us to actually try it out because it's going to be beneficial to us in the next future. Okay. Okay, if there is no questions, I just want to say thank you everyone. Thank you, Stephen, for coordinating this, and thank you everyone for joining. I really do hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you have any questions during the week, you can send to my email. You have my email. You can reach out to Stephen as well as we are working together on this. And I really wish you a happy weekend. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank you
much.
so much. Thank you for the
Thank
opportunity.
you, sir.
Thank
Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
God bless you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Stephen, can you work on the call if possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I think there's still people on the call. Oh, maybe I will just chat you up. There's people on the call. I don't know why, but I will just chat you up
Oh,
right now.
okay.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye, sir. Yeah.